Well, here we are. I tell you what, YouTube has been on fire lately. There's been no shortage of crazy behavior and activity. Um, so our buddy PBR went live today, and I don't know what he's doing. If he's basking in the glory of quote unquote being right about Ryan Upchurch being on dope, but yeah, I don't know. He's very triggered by me, and it's really funny, and it's kind of run its course. So I wanted to like kind of talk to him about it tonight and give him some advice, and let him in on the troll. So yeah, he did have a live today, and usually Joe Barron is the one that's taking care of the trolling, and it's about me and Slackware, and it usually will uh, throw him off his topic and do a complete fucking detour in another direction and then abruptly end. So there's something that I have done to him to really hurt his feelings at some point. And I'd imagine so because, he has a history of going through and doing the type of behavior that we've seen displayed and, making his own narrative up. And the truth never really came out until he crossed paths with a one Rusty Truck and a one Ryan Nichols slash Richard K. Newbuck. Anyway, um, shout out to uh, Darka Bleach for making my thumbnail for me. It was my idea, but I said, hey, let me see if you can chop this up. Well, Darka Bleach, aka Kurt, is quite the dude. But anyway, PB was live over there, and I said a couple words in the chat, and it got him disturbed, and he spurred on me for about I want to say it was like 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So that's what we're gonna listen to here, and I don't know. I may stop it while it's going, or we'll see what happens. And I apologize. At first, the volume is kind of low.
If you go, yeah, here we got another one that has absolutely not a shred of credibility. Mr. Nichols here, just absolute zero credibility. You would not be able to believe him no matter what he said. You'd have to double check it. No credibility. Sold it all just to have friends in a shared likeness of hating me for telling the fucking truth from day one.
Oh, now come
From day
on.
one.
Now that's a little bit of a stretch. No one hated you for telling the truth. I'm actually a big fan of telling the truth. So you were just the Ryan Upchurch hater, and you know you were not happy with how you were treated when you so desperately wanted to be a part of the Kylie Rodney disappearance and offer your auto mechanic fucking expertise to whatever the fuck you were doing. But yeah, don't get it twisted. So, and I got to give it to you. You definitely you called it out for what it was, for the most part. But it was just disgusting because it was out of hate. You try to claim that it was something else and you just wanted better, but it was out of pure jealousy and hate. You saw something that you wanted, and you know you felt like you've been screwed over different directions in life, and that Ryan has had things just given to him, and he doesn't have to work hard for it, in your opinion. But anyway, let's carry on.
And ain't nobody ever going to be able to accuse me of not being real and keeping it real.
Well, you kept it real, all right.
and the shallowness that I do this because I hate Ryan Upchurch is just pure fucking nonsense. Pure nonsense. I do it because I hate to see what he's done. His career, he should be rocket launching past Jelly Roll into the stratosphere, but for dope and simps.
Dope and
Dope and
simps.
simps. That's why he's not there. And look at Ryan Nichols. You're funny. He gave you the opportunity to prove the shit that you were putting out of your mouth.
Oh,
Chicken shit no show. And everybody knows it.
mm-hmm.
Because everybody knows it was pure, absolute, unmitigated bullshit.
Bro, do we need to... We don't need to drag court paperwork out again, man. I know that you like arguing for the sake of doing it. And you'll just say some wild shit just to get people to go back and forth with you. And again, I don't care if people don't believe what I've said. It doesn't matter. Because here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing. Between me, you, and God, we know the truth. And that's what's so funny. I know at some point you laid down to bed at night and you were like, fuck. How the fuck do these dudes, I mean, damn, they got me nailed. But I still think there's a possibility that you're sick enough mentally to where you actually may believe these stories that you concoct in your head. You and Martin Speaks are very similar individuals. It's it's overt narcissism. It's exactly what it is. Anyway,
blows my mind. All these middle-aged men who live alone accuse a man that's married with 4 children of being gay. Awfully fucking funny.
Did you see that sass and the makeup, bruh? So I guess we're back to having 4 children again. Do you not remember disowning your one son, Dom, that you had with Cheryl? Do you not remember that? Let me remind you. Let's remind you of that. Let's see if you can remember that. Let's see what we got here. Peebs. There we go.
Started my life over and got with the wrong person right away, like so many times that we do, and found myself married to an alcoholic that was pregnant with somebody else's child. And I've had to pay for that child for 18 years. And it's not my child, but I've had to pay for it all this time.
Huh.
And, that's a whole nother video that maybe we'll do someday.
Yeah,
but
maybe you should.
Never once did I expect somebody to come save me or.
Yeah, okay. So I guess are you claiming your son again? Oh, dude. I don't even know why I'm wasting my breath. I think it's funny. I'm trying to figure out the fourth kid. Anyway, let's carry on here.
Terribly funny. Even going as far as to doctor 2 or 3 different medical records trying to tell people I got HIV.
All right. Now, first of all, I had nothing to do with that. At all. Didn't have anything to do with that. Don't know if things were doctored or not. I don't care. But now you did go live about this, and you claimed that whoever this person was that worked at the medical facility, they were getting fired and getting sued, and the insurance company was, all this crazy shit. and they could potentially face prosecution for HIPAA violations. Well, I mean, if that's the case, it seems to me that whatever they found was true. Would it not be? Or were you just saying, hey, they got it. It came from a file and that looks close enough and just made this shit up? I don't know, food for thought.
This ridiculous fucking notion. Absolutely absurd. That's why you have no credibility. You'll never have credibility. You're so desperate to be me that you literally go down a rabbit hole of trying to teach yourself an obsolete operating system
Oh,
that all the fun is gone from now because it's too easy now. It's got a fucking desktop and icons you click on and all that shit. You couldn't have even logged into a fucking Slackware lamp before
oh yeah.
it became popular and you could copy paste everything. You wouldn't have even been able to get one to come on. You'd just be sitting there looking at it and going, what do I do now? You wouldn't be able to Google what to do.
I'd have to call
That's
PBR.
when it was fun. That's when it took talent. That's when it mattered.
Huh.
And you'll never have Slackware modules that people pay for and download like I do.
You're right. You're right. I will not.
So you can live on playing with that. You're never going to get me to acknowledge anything beyond that. So enjoy yourself.
All right, man. Let me let you in on a little secret. I'm not over here trying to learn Slackware, bro. Why on earth would somebody do that? That would be a colossal waste of time. And for what? Joe Barron likes to troll the ever living shit out of you. And like I said, it works beautifully because you go off on some fucking, like I said, 180-degree about face and it just fucking wrecks your life, whatever you're doing. You actually think I'm over here late night thumbing through fucking manuals, Slackware for Dummies. Oh, I mean, here's the other thing, man. You might want to consider that every now and then you could run into another person that may in fact know a little bit of something about something. Just maybe. And you were asking about, what were you saying? How to log into a lamp. I mean, typically you would do it, with like through SSH or some other sort of communication protocol. So when I was 13, I fucking ran my own BBS with 2 phone lines. I was one of the original testers of World War IV BBS software. I ran fucking Renegade. I ran Vision X. I was in a fucking ANSI art group called Atomic. I went to one of the first 2600 meetings in the fucking mall food court in Indianapolis, Indiana, which, as you know, 2600 turned into a small little group called Anonymous. I'm not saying I'm some kind of black hat fucking, but I knew my way around computers. And mind you, I'm 20 years younger than you are. So, when you were doing this, I was doing it at 13 or 14. And yeah, I know, man, you had fucking ID software, you beta. They sent you some fucking floppies and you had a LAN party and played fucking Quake, fucking Doom, whatever the fuck was out at the time. I mean, I started just back then too. My first modem was a 2400 baud modem. Fucking the coolest thing I ever did was with the modem had a 14.4 US Robotics external that it had a damn dip switch in it that you could turn it up and make it 28.8. We thought we were doing something. But yeah, the whole point is there are people around you that know about computers and how they function. And no, I don't. I mean, I'm fucking around with Debian, like, and a couple other distributions of Linux. But I have no need to, have Linux in my daily life. There's no purpose. And why on God's green earth would I want to build some sort of server when Google's perfectly fine at, doing name resolution for me and email serving? I mean, I'm not doing anything with fucking SQL. Last time I fucked with SQL was a senior project in college where we had to make a functioning ATM software that SQL database held, a running balance, and you take a withdrawal or deposit and it kept up with it. But again, nobody could possibly know any of that kind of shit. But yeah, you're being trolled, bro. And yeah, everything we've ever said on here about you is true. And again, give a fuck whose credibility, because that's the thing. Like I said, I know, Rusty knows, everybody knows. And sometimes I feel dumb for doing this because, like I said, it's just, you'll make an argument out of it and go back and forth. It's hilarious to watch you in the comment section. But, oh, bro. Yeah, and I mean, like that paperwork, whatever. You know what? If you take like paperwork like that and you falsify it, that's a felony. I mean, I'm sure you'd want revenge on all this shit. Why don't you just fucking go to the damn DA and file charges for altering paperwork? You can you? That's the problem. And slander, it's hard to sue for slander and defamation when you tell the truth. It's a bitch, ain't it? So yeah, bro, the gig is up. You don't have to respond to Joe anymore about Slackware. You can rest assured I'm not over in the wee hours of the night, trying to teach myself Slackware. And I don't think you know too much about it either. You were calling it having windows and stuff like that. And anybody knows that it would just be a GUI, like a graphical user interface. Anyway, whatever. Arguing fucking mute points over here. But it's good to know that you're accepting and acknowledging your son again. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, old man. And trust me, you are the last person that I would want to be. And again, you talk about this gay shit. Nobody cares if anybody's gay, bro. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I have plenty of friends that are gay. But the simple fact is, you can't accept that for yourself. Your father couldn't accept it. That's why he called you a low IQ simpleton. You project. Unbelievable. Should call you the Sony, what is it? The VPL, blah, 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 venue projector with killer black levels. You are the projector. I don't know. This piece of shit video didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. I was just listening to part of your live and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, because the joke's on you. And it always has been and always will be. All right, dude. Take care. Suck a dick. Later.